Hello, everyone, and happy Friday. All right, so today we're going to be talking about markup. So we are again doing proportion problems, which means we're going to be setting up percent. But when we are talking about markup, we are talking about like retailers increasing the price, right? So if you're in sales, you need to make a profit. So if you buy something, you need to sell it for more than you bought it for, right? So if I make a cookie and it costs me $1 to make the cookie, then I probably want to sell it for $2 or $3, right? So I can make a profit. Well, stores do the same thing, and it's called a markup. So for example, and they can do it to make a profit or they can do it to increase their profit. Maybe places like Academy are increasing their prices on Astros gear, right? Because it's in higher demand. So that means people will be willing to pay more for it. So they're marking the prices up. They're increasing the prices to make a greater profit. So first thing we're going to do is talk about a few markup keywords. So our first keyword for markup is profit. The second is increase. So that's similar to increase and decrease, percent of change. So same type of problems. And then retail price. So retail price is how much you sell an item for. And then like wholesale price is how much like a store purchases the item for. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and just dig in with our example problems. So the first one says, Games Galore Superstores buys video games at a wholesale price of $25. The markup rate is 45%. How much will you pay not including tax? Okay, so we know we're working with percent. We have lots of different proportions we've been doing, but we know for each and every one of them, I always put a percent over 100 on the right. So my percent in this case is 45% over 100. So my percents are on the right side, and that means my dollars are going to be on the left. So it's saying the markup is 45%. So my markup of 45% goes here. Do I know how much they're marking it up? Well, it says the wholesale price is $25. So that's how much they pay for it. That's not the markup. So my wholesale price is actually going to be my total. And I'm going to mark it up 45% of that amount, okay? So part over total is percent over 100. So my markup or markdown over total is percent over 100. So now I'm going to go ahead and do what I always do when I have a proportion is my cross product. So 100x, always write your cross product out, equals 45 times 25. So 45 times 25. 5 times 5 is 25. 4 times 5 is 20, plus 2 is 22, but a 0. 2 times 5 is 10. 1, 2 times 4 is 8, plus 1 is 9. I have 5, 2, and 11. So 1,125. But I need to get x by itself. To do that, I divide by the number next to x. So I divide by 100. All right, so in order to divide by 100, I move my decimal to the left 2 places. So 1, 2. So it's $11.25 is my, right? It said markup rate is 45%. So is my markup amount. But it says how much will you pay? So you don't just pay the markup, right? That's their profit. That's how much money the store is making. You also have to cover their cost of purchasing the item, okay? So we're going to take this $25, that's how much it cost them, So if I pay $25, I'm breaking even for them, and then their profit is their markup of 45%. So they're also making $11.25. Okay. So I'm adding it because it's asking how much I'll pay. It's asking for my new amount. 5 plus 0 is 5. 2 plus 0 is 2. 5 plus 1 is 6. 2 plus 1 is 3. So $36.25 is what I will pay. All right, so this next problem over here says Ross buys a package of 15 pillows from a wholesaler for $29.99. He sells each pillow for $8.99. What is the markup for each pillow? What is the overall profit for the package? Okay, so he buys a package of 15 pillows for $29.99. I'm just going to say 30. Okay. He sells each pillow, so one pillow, for, we'll say, $9. What is the markup? Okay. So here we don't have our percent. So we're looking for the markup. We're looking for the percent that they increased it, right? So today, like I said, we're going to do either our percent proportion like we just did, or our percent of change proportion. So it says it was $30 and then we sold it for $9. But $30 for 15 pillows or $9 for one pillow. So we need to get those on the same page. So if it's, Okay, so if it's $30 for 2 pillows, how much is it for one pillow? Or I'm sorry, why did I say 2 pillows? My goodness. Sorry. $30 for 15 pillows. How much is it for one pillow? So $30 divided by 15 is $2 per pillow. Okay. So that's how much it was when they bought it. It's $2 per pillow. So that's my original amount, right? My new amount is $9 per pillow. So 9 minus 7, I don't know my percent, but it always goes over 100. So, oh man, I am crazy tonight. Sorry. You're like, why did you put 7? Well, because I subtracted and I wrote the wrong number. Sorry. So 9 minus 2, right? One pillow is $2. Now they're selling it for $9. 9 minus 2 is 7. Now, once this crazy lady has this written, now we have our cross product, okay? So I always do my variable first. So 2 and x are there together. So I'm going to put 2 times x equals 7 times 100, 700. And I always divide by the number next to my variable. So 700 divided by 2 is 350. So it is a 350% increase. Okay. So that is my markup percent. And then what is the overall profit? So when it's asking for the profit, how much money are they making per pillow? If they bought it for 2 and sold it for 9, how much money are they making for each pillow? Well, that's my change, right? So they are making, it's a $7 profit per pillow. But it asks here, what is the overall profit for a package? Okay, how many are in a package of pillows? A package of 15 pillows. And each pillow is a $7 profit. So it's $7 per pillow. And there's 15. So I'm going to multiply 15 times 7. 7 times 5 is 35. 7, 10. So it's $105 total profit. So I know this problem had a lot of extra steps and things, but I wanted to make sure we kind of see a little bit of everything, okay? So now we're going to go down a little bit, and we have a table to practice without all the words. You just get to look at numbers. So I know sometimes the words are intimidating. We are just going to practice numbers right here, okay? So, and all of these today are markup. So we have shoes, and they are $75, but they're going to mark them up. They're going to increase the price by 30%. Okay, so our markup amount. So to find our markup, so we have our percent amount, but we need our dollar amount, right? So our percent always goes here. So 30% is here. My dollar amount is here. I don't know how much money I'm marking it up by. 30 over 100, x over 75. Okay. So now that I have that set up, I'm going to go ahead and do my cross product. So 100x equals 75 times 30. So I know the paper is tight. If you want to show your work in your notebook on the left side, that's fine. 0, 3 times 5 is 15. 3 times 7 is 21, 22. Okay, so 2,250. Now I divide by the number next to x, so I divide by 100, which makes it easy because I just move my decimal 2 places. So my markup is $22.50. But then here it's asking me for my sales or my retail price, right? So when somebody goes shopping and they buy it, they're paying the original price plus the markup, okay? So we're going to take our original price, which was $75. And I'm always going to add my markup amount, so plus $22.50. So I have 50 cents, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8, 9. So my sales price is $97.50. So this is sales price, and this here was my markup. Okay, so with a problem like this, we're using our percent proportion, and we are finding the dollar amount for that percentage, and we're adding that to our original price. Let's give another one a try. So a shirt is $33, but they're marking it up by 45%, okay? So my original price is always going to go on the bottom left. So it was $33. And they're marking it up 45%, so 45 over 100. So today's the day we get super amazing experts on cross product. So 100x equals 45 times 33. 45 times 33, 3 times 5 is 15. 12, 13, 0, 3 times 5 is 15. 14, 13, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8, 3, 4, 1. Okay, so 1,485. I divide by the number next to x, divide by 100, divide by 100. Move my decimal 2 places to the left to divide by 100. So x is $14.85 mark up. So then I take the original amount, so it was $33, and I add up my markup amount, $14.85. 5 plus 0 is 5, 8, 4 plus 3 is 7, 4. So it's $47.85 sales price. Okay. So we're going to do 2 more together. I'm going to help you set up the proportions, and you check your proportions and then do your cross product and solve. Check your proportions and solve on your own, then check again. All right, check your work. Hopefully this is what you got. Then do your independent practice and check those answers.